The first one is Rotary's History and Growth, Dilip Patnaik's group. Who's going to come and present the Dilip Patnaik group? Give him a big hand. Please give him a big hand. Come.
Okay, good afternoon, friends. The first topic of today's meeting, the roundtable meeting, was on Rotary's history and growth. To be very frank, this has been not a part of our curriculum courses till now. And there was a suggestion that this also should be included in the curriculum. And I had a group of 8 people here, and they are supposed to be very new Rotarians. But the suggestions they have given is much more astounding, and they are much more rewarding than what I could have drawn. So one of the participants is here. He will share the suggestions that we have made, why this should be included in the curriculum.
A very good afternoon to all the August gathering present here. My name is Rotarian C.C. Ramachander, representing Rotary Club of Ranipet, District 3231. So, under the guidance of Dilip K. Patnaik ji, now our group, we had discussed that we wanted Rotary's history growth as a topic to be included in the curriculum, RLI curriculum, preferably part 1. So, I'll start from basics. RLI, again, as we spoke from the morning, emphasizes on retention, as in a member gets retained once he is informed. A member becomes a Rotarian when he is informed. Rotary information has to pass on to each and every member. Rotary knowledge has to be transferred to every member, especially a new member coming into the world of Rotary. So, what happens is, if a member is joining Rotary and he does not know what this organization is made of and what metal we are made of, where we started, where we are progressing, he becomes just another member, and for him the purpose doesn't exactly fit in. We strongly believe that we must know the legacy of the organization which we are a part of, the organization which we are representing. We are about 1.2 million and 12 lakh people, and with all the talks of positive growth, negative growth, retention not happening, but still we are representatives of Rotary International in this huge world. So we are carrying the baton of Rotary, the structure of Rotary. So a member can do service projects. He can be a part of Rotary and keep doing service projects. But what difference does it make? What if the member comes and asks, why Rotary? I can join another NGO which does the same community service, planting trees, building toilets, whatever it is, vis-a-vis a person who knows why Rotary was formed for and what is the legacy of this organization. We always strongly believe that an organization to withstand the time, and we are talking about 100, 200, 300, 400 years from now, will be successful only when its members knows its grassroots, where we are, what the organization is made of. So that is one point where we strictly want, or we suggest, that Rotary's history becomes part of the RLI curriculum. Because what happens is, lot of members, existing members, new members, they are not aware of some stalwart projects which Rotary has done. Say for example polio, and if somebody comes and talks about polio, it is Rotary which has to immediately instill in one person's mind about polio. Now polio is not the result we are seeing is today, but it has been an effort of so many years that we are in a position of completely eradicating polio from the world. And similarly, there can be few projects which stand out. For example, the 5-woman project in Nepal, the bringing back the butterfly project in London, and bringing back to school project in Kenya. All these are projects which will stand the time and which will tell our legacy. If all these are known to a member, and if he knows what he is representing, and if he knows what the forefathers, as in our family, Rotary is a big family, and if he knows that I am a part of one organization and one family, and if he feels that that proud moment, oh, I am a part of this organization, then he will not leave. And not only he will get retained, he will go and bring another person. The classic example is myself. Only when I knew about Rotary, now I will have the motivation to go and bring my friend. Each one bring one, each one retain one. All this happens, but first I should retain. For me to retain, I should know what I am doing. One example. Now, today a member joins. 2 months later, there is one RLI happening in the district. The member is told to go and attend the RLI. And so first topic, they start with My Rotary World, leadership, service projects, engaging members. But the new member would probably take a little bit more time to comprehend this. But once he knows that what Rotary is, what structure it is made up of, what its actual motto, object, mission, vision, etc., he will be able to comprehend the other parts of other sessions and topics of RLI part 1 and 2. And what happens is, in the same thing, first, and we strongly suggest that this particular topic should be included in RLI's part 1 curriculum, first topic, morning, first 9 a.m. because this topic can have that brunt of that ice breaking also, because usually the first topic, if it's very important, practical difficulty for a faculty is first 20 minutes he sets the vibe for the next 2 days. So a practical difficulty for the faculty will be, he might lose the first 15-20 minutes. But once when you bring in the Rotary history, this topic can take the brunt of 15 minutes, and along with the structure there is another topic which can be merged probably with it, just a suggestion, where the structure, the history, both can be combined and become one topic, and to kickstart and set a tone for the next 1.5 days, or probably next 80% of the part 1 and part 2 will be a great, great going for the RLI curriculum. And a main reason for a member to evolve as a Rotarian, become a leader, is somewhere at the end of the day, he needs to benefit. What question he'll ask is, what am I benefiting from being in an organization or being in Rotary? Now, somebody has to tell him that the proud stuff should go and set in his mind. So basically, he expects benefits, and once he knows that he's a part of this an organization which has so much of legacy, and he believes that he can develop himself and he can develop his own skills, and by that he can develop many other people's skills, and he can also instill just one more minute.
No. We give you only about 7 to 8 minutes to talk. After that, we need at least about 2 to 3 minutes about what you should have done. So the leaders probably will tell us, and I will tell you, I am going to ask you a question.
Okay. So basically now, at the end you may ask, okay, knowing Rotary's history is fine, but why are we talking about today's projects? Polio is it will get eradicated, that is today. All these projects which I mentioned were today's. But what we say is, today's projects and today's success is tomorrow's history. 20 years later, an RLI part 1, part 2 student comes and sits. Today's answers, there will be questions based on what's happening today, and answers will be where we are. So we suggest that Rotary's history and growth should definitely be part of RLI part 1 curriculum.
Dilip, your final word, you want to say something?
No.
Okay. He talked about a new curriculum session. So what we got to say is, in the curriculum, if you look at it, it gives a definite goals, and then it gives resources where you can get this material. Then it asks questions. So it has to be in that order. What is the goal of this? What are the questions? Where can you get the information about Rotary's history and growth? Like, say, I can ask you, straight away I can ask you, 1905, what happened? Come on, shout. 1907? 1912? 1917? 1928? the Rotary Foundation. It was known as Endowment Fund of Rotary. Now, 1928, the Rotary Foundation name was given. 1947, Paul Harris dies. Fantastic. Ambassador Scholar. Suresh Babu, give him a big hand. 1962,
Interact.
1968,
Rotaract.
1965. Come on. GSC and matching grants, both GSC and matching grants. Okay? So, this is the way you got to take it forward. And of course, there are lots of other things. I don't want to go into the details, but history, what are the things probably you will have to give in a line? And these are the questions that you can ask. So, you got to have goals, you got to have resources, you got to form questions in that history and growth. That's the way you go about. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next. We just okay, they don't want to go in an order. They want to come first. So Rotary opportunities and programs.
So, good evening. I am Rotarian Dr. Santosh Sreedhar, DGE and District Coordinator, Rotary Leadership Institute, 3204. Our topic is Rotary opportunities. What curriculum changes should be made in that topic? And we were 9 participants in the round table, including a district governor and a youngest Rotarian Rotaract. So we discussed in detail, and Rotarian Rajesh Kamath will enlighten about this topic.
This is already an existing topic, so you got to talk for about 6 to 7 minutes of what you want to change, what you want to add, what you want to delete. These are the things that you must concentrate on. Don't have to go into the theory part of it and what is already given in the book. Don't go into that. Talk about the curriculum changes. What are the things that you wanted as change, modification, addition, deletion?
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Rajesh Kamath from 3204, representing my table now, Rotary Opportunities, the programs of Rotary. At the onset, let me thank all the members on my table for contributing to this presentation. PDG Mehul, DG Mehul, DG Santosh, Pramod, Binesh, Hamsa, Dr. Ashok, and the youngest Aishwarya, a Rotaractor. Programs of Rotary definitely are the most important and interesting sessions in any RLI. Unfortunately, the list to be covered is very long and everything is to be covered within the stipulated time. Considering these things, we suggest that Rotary Peace Fellowship, it is a program of Rotary Foundation. It may be removed from this particular subject. And also, New Generation Service Exchange, it is not a structured program of Rotary, but still it is mentioned in the list. It may be kept separately. So these are the changes we would like to suggest here. And if the changes are felt because of the length of the subject, we have few suggestions for the facilitators. Facilitators beforehand, they can have a discussion with the organizers or the district to know which program is more relevant to the participants. They can accordingly give more thrust and have more discussion on only those structured programs if they are not able to complete all of them. And definitely, for example, RLI is a very common thing in all the districts. He need not spend unnecessary time, precious time on discussing more on RLI. So based on whatever is required and whatever is relevant to the group to which he is facilitating, he can decide and plan accordingly. And definitely, depending on the certification of the district, he can prepare himself. And we would like to say that these structured programs in the list, even though they look only 9, but to enjoy them all, we need more than a life. So definitely that is not sufficient for us. Now, I would like to also point out that RLI should not be about teaching and learning. it should be about encouraging the participants to learn ourselves, because it should be only a trailer. It is for the participant himself to compose the movie. Thank you very much.
Vinod, you want to add anything to it? You okay? Anybody wants to add anything to Rotary opportunity? What he said about Rotary Peace Fellowship is very, very important. I don't know why this new edition only has brought out this Peace Fellowship in this. The old edition, if you look at 2021, 2023, it is not there. But Peace Fellowship has come into this, and they've mentioned the 6 universities also. So that is not the Rotary opportunity. It should not come here. It is the Rotary Foundation program. VTT and the Peace Fellowship is definitely mentioned in the foundation program. So you can take this Peace Fellowship off, and then you can have the other ones. To have this Rotary opportunities, you got to probably divide it into 2 groups. One group is about youth, the Interact, the RLI, and the Rotary Youth Exchange. You take it as one group. And then the community service, RCC, you can take it separately. Then you come to the 3 international service like Rotary Action Group, Rotary Fellowship, and Friendship Exchange. And New Generation Service Exchange, he said, you add it somewhere. Where to go and add it? New Generation Service Exchange can come in this. New Generation Service Exchange is very popular in India, not in other countries. It is popular in India only for 2 reasons. Out of the 40 districts, only 10 districts are youth exchange certified districts. Other districts are not certified. We don't do youth exchange program. So we want to do some exchange. So they said, oh, 25 years, we can send somebody, and it is not reciprocal. So they said, this is very convenient. You send somebody, but you don't host anybody. We don't want to host people. So this is probably the reason why New Generation Service Exchange is becoming popular in India. But New Generation Service Exchange can be added to this. Fantastic. They presented really well. See, all this is being recorded. It's not going to be me who's going to send whatever that I feel. It's what you say, it's going to be recorded, and it is going to be sent to Margie. She's going to be the curriculum chair of the world, and we are going to mention this specifically, what are the deletions and what are the additions that we are going to make, and what are the modifications that you want to make. Okay, we'll go to this third one. Who wants the third one? Okay, fine. What is yours? What is yours? Oh, 5 more minutes. Okay, we'll go to the. Okay, empowering Rotaract, a new this one. So we want a Rotaract as a new program. So here we have a Rotaractor coming forward and presenting. Give him a big hand.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Yes, we are learning from Rotarians on the aspect of energy. So, with starting of this one, like our group discovered the proposed module for empowering Rotaract. Our group basically consists of only 2 Rotaractors and 1 PDRR and 2 past assistant governors and 1 DGE, 1 PDG and 2 new Rotarians. There are now multiple aspects, like multiple suggestions came, and with that we formed some modules. I want to give the opportunity to the woman as a man, so she will take care of that one.
Okay, so hi, this is Rotaractor Charu, President of Rotaract Club of MOP Vaishnav College for Women. So starting with the session goals, we have 4 goals. So first one is understanding why to empower youth, and second one is how to explore Rotaract and attract more youth towards Rotaract, and how to sustain Rotaract members in this movement, and last but not the least, to build great relationship between Rotary and Rotaract. So then comes the resources, where like Rotary.org has ample of resources. Adding to that, Rotaract handbook, RLI files, and Rotary learning centers. And coming to session topics, what is youth empowerment? Why should we empower youth or Rotaractors? And how to empower Rotaract? So these 3 questions are like super important on our point and our topic. And summarizing all these, building a strong Rotaract club is important than like quantity. So then empowering Rotaractors to address Rotary areas of focus, the 7 areas of focus, and transition from Rotaract to Rotary. So thank you so much.
They finished very fast, but Rotaract has got lots and lots of questions. You want to ask any question? Now I'll ask the first question. This dues payment, now it has become relevant for Rotaractor because it's a type of club. There are only 3 types of clubs. You have a Rotary club, you have a Rotaract club, third one is a satellite club of Rotary or Rotaract club. Only these 3 are types of clubs. You can talk about club models. Of course, the membership development people, they are going to talk about club models. So when you talk about Rotaract, the new changes which have come, probably you could have mentioned more about the new changes which have come. They have taken off the upper age limit. Why have they taken the upper age limit off? Can anybody tell me? Why have they taken off this upper age limit? To retain?
Rotaractors are not joining the Rotary, so they want to maintain.
Give him a big hand. Give him a big hand. This is what is the reason. It is a seamless transfer of Rotaractor into a Rotarian, which was not possible when it was 18 to 30. 30 years, an young adult, he is just finding a job. He is not earning so much of money. So he doesn't have resources to pay Rotary. To be a Rotarian, you got to pay so much, $37.5 into 275 plus COL $1, $76 into 83. You just calculate, and then your district fund, the magazine, and you add the conference, Rotary Foundation seminar, membership development seminar, public image seminar, and Rotary Leadership Institute. You got to spend about 50,000 bucks. So you just imagine a kid or a young man or a young woman who's just going to be 30 years. Will he come to Rotary? He won't. So actually in their statistics, Rotary found out that only 7% of Rotaractors were turned into Rotarians. So you don't want that to happen. You want a seamless transfer. When they mature, when they can stand on their own legs, they have enough money, they can come into Rotary. So if they are 35, the club can fix up the upper age limit. So the club or the district says, okay, 35 or 40, they can come into Rotary after their upper age limit, which is fixed by the club or the district. Okay, that is about the upper age limit. What about the dues? $5 has to be paid by.
Inclusion is the next biggest thing in not only in Rotary, across the world. Every organization is now absolutely sensitive to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So Rotary now feels we have 2 types of membership. One is Rotary membership, one is Rotaract membership. We want a person, the young adult, to decide, have a Rotaract experience. So you decide what type of experience do you want. And anybody, everybody understands, even Rotaractors, because we must honor their commitment and honor their intelligence, whether they want to stick there or whether naturally they'll come down. It's like going to school, going to college, and then automatically you go join business or become a self-professional or executive. You're not going to be sticking around into the college all your life, right? It's a natural thing. So it's 2 types of experiences. Let everyone, a Rotaractor, learn to have the experience he or she desires in Rotary, and a Rotarian learns to have an experience the way he or she desires in Rotary. There are 2 different types of experience, and we leave it to the intelligence of the young adults, Rotaractors, to decide when they want to make the shift. Whether or not, yes or not, or they just want to continue being Rotaractors, which is absolutely perfect, okay?
What he said is an absolutely beautiful point that you got to take home. The young people, they are innovative, they are adventurous, and they are risk takers. So you got to have a group of young people contributing to Rotary and Rotaract on the whole. But coming to the amount that they've got to pay, $5 you got to pay for any campus-based Rotaract club. $8 you got to pay for community-based clubs. Do you think it is too much? $8 is how much? It's about 640 bucks. Is that okay? Is that okay?
For me, it's okay. I'm working professional.
He says, for me it is okay, but lots of Rotaractors complain, isn't it?
And
Lots of
second thing
Rotaractors
is,
complain.
It's not about the amount. is a mode of payment.
Yes, sir. Sir, mic.
Another thing, let me tell about these people, okay? Why this dues came up. That was passed by when I was the board director, it was passed by my board. The dues came up is we didn't want the dues to be there. We always wanted Rotaractor to be without dues. You would be surprised, 120,000 Rotaractors interview was taken across the world. They voted 83% that don't give us anything free, we want to pay for it. We want to pay for it. And that's when this $5 and $8 came up. $5 because two reasons why this difference is $5 are all educational based, institutional based. Why? Because they are still dependent in most of the world, they are still dependent on their parents. When you're studying, you're still, except for probably some places like America where already the university kid is already earning on his own and can do things. But most of the world, third world countries, the child is still being supported by the parent for the education. So we said, let's do it $5. $8 community based because most of them have started earning. They are either working or they are doing. So that's why the difference. So let's give it up to them. They voted for it. That don't give me anything free of cost. Okay?
No, you stay here, sir. I want you to answer two more questions. Kamal, you got to stay and then you got to answer two more questions. One is about, yes, sir. Okay. Raja, go ahead. Shout from there. Or Mike.
As a college principal, let me tell you, as a college principal, let me tell you, I've retired now. But our problem is in collecting the dues. Because the government, through the College or Department of Education, does not want us to collect any money from the students, unless it's a self-financed institution. And even among self-financed institutions, students find it hard to pay the $5. So my club has 14 Rotaract clubs. Each of the past presidents has come out with payment of 20 member dues. That means 20 into 5 is $100 US. Because the Rotaract minimum membership is 8. It's 8 now. It's come. So what happens, each of us here can nurture them that way also. There could be colleges where the self-financing institution is such a big institution, students coming from affordable homes can be able to pay. Otherwise, it's our responsibility to help them. Put some wing into their sail so that they can sail a little forward. This is how it can work. But still colleges are, in Tamil Nadu especially, are hesitant to approve of this scheme, though the students are interested. This is one difficulty. Second difficulty, the coordinator need not be a Rotarian, it can be a Rotarian with the institution coordinator and the coordination with the Rotary club or the Rotary club. If it is a little better, then as our PRID conveyed, we could have a strong force of young Rotarians who are Rotaractors. Thank you.
Another point that Kamal Sanghvi will have to mention is the object of Rotaract is excellent leadership and responsible citizenship, not service. Service is only number 3. 1 and 2 are leadership and citizenship, good citizenship. So if you are looking at that, how do we connect this with Rotary? Is there any possibility of connecting these two aspects?
Absolutely, George, what you said is absolutely correct. Rotaract, we are looking at Rotaract as leadership opportunities and self-development. They are in an age where service is not extremely important for them. Of course, today, service is a very serious business. I always agree that service has to be corporatized today, and you need to do service in a very graded manner, then only you can bring a sustainable change. But for Rotaract, we are asking them for development of their leaders, development of their skills, development of their personality, and becoming productive member of the community. How do you do that? Anybody? How would you help Rotaractors get more leadership skill? Very easy. Pinky is very good. Pinky, can you just stand? Yeah. What did you say, Pinky?
She said Raila.
Rotary Leadership Youth Leadership Award. Absolutely bang on. How many of you hold tribal Railas? You do. Only one hand. Have you ever thought of going into a village and doing a Raila only for tribal kids and an overnight Raila? Amazing. Let me tell you, it's just, yeah.
Ooty,
You've
Ooty
done
they
that?
do it.
Was it very good?
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice. Special children, children with special abilities. Fantastic. So, I mean, find innovative methods. Raila is one, youth festivals are another, youth competitions are other. Third thing, all you governors are here, governor-elect, governor nominees. You have conferences coming up, you have seminars. Why do you hire IT people? Give it to these guys, let me tell you, they'll beat anybody across the board. They'll beat anybody across the board. How many of you came to Hyderabad for the presidential summit? Okay, nearly 20% or 30%, 20% of my workforce was Rotaractors. Nearly IT thing with Samir, there were 3 IT Rotaractors who were handling the entire IT. If you saw that 120 feet LED, it was handled by these guys. They are absolutely wonderful. So how do you bring leadership opportunities? Involve them in all your committees, involve them in all your work, involve them in Rotaract projects. Automatically, imagine if you have an iCamp going on, give the registration to Rotaractors, you will understand how they do team building, how they will work, how they will develop their skills, how they will develop their communication skills with the local people who need help. This is the simple way of involving Rotaractors and increasing their skills, their abilities, their thought process, everything. So just find methods like this, okay?
Final question, sir. The Rotaractors themselves can do a global grant now.
Yes.
The Rotarians, they themselves find it so difficult to find an international partner because they don't go for Rotary International Convention. They are not part of Rotary Action Group. They are not part of Rotary Fellowship. How do they find an international partner? The Rotarians find it difficult. When that is so, why Rotaractors, young people, how will they find an international partner and do a global grant? The whole idea of global grant and the international partner is it is global. You got to have an international understanding. Then only it is a global grant. If you just have a notional or silent partner, it's of no use. So I'm just thinking, why should the young people who are just coming up in life, they haven't gone for a Rotary International Convention, they haven't been part of any of this Rotary programs international programs that I mentioned, why should they be given an opportunity?
Okay, very easy. How many of you go to a bank these days? All of you have a bank account? What is the average age of the bank manager which you are attending to these days? Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank, ICICI Bank, 35, 30, 29. My son is 26 years old. He is an automation engineer working first with Swiss Bank. Today he is working with Service First, an American firm. If I get lost somewhere, you know who I ring up? Who I ring up?
Your son.
I ring up my son, Ravishu, I'm stuck here, what do I do? And he says, you know what is his first answer on my phone? Dad, you don't know anything. How many of you have experienced this? How many of you have experienced dad or mom or uncle, you don't know, no shit, you don't know anything. In Frank's terminology or in his lingo of American, you know no shit, okay? All right? Come on, this is the age where they rule. This is the age of the younger. 26-year-old guy is drawing more salary than even I can earn. Okay? How many of you have 27, 20-year-old children who are earning probably more than which you can ever dreamt of in your time? Right? They will find their way. They know how to coordinate. They know how to find another Rotaractors. If Rotaractors are allowed global grant, they'll find another Rotaractor somewhere in the world and get him to come and become a partner here. So let them be, let them serve, let the imagination go wild. We don't want to restrain, we don't want to create cocoons in this world. We want the imagination to serve. Give them the wings and let me tell you, they will soar like crazy. You won't be able to even hold them like, they're like kites. They'll just fly and fly and fly. This is the reason we have opened it up. They will learn, they will earn, and they'll make Rotary stronger. Okay?
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you very much. Because Rotaract is going to be a separate session, we took such a long time. Next one, who's going to come? Okay, membership development. Come forward. Membership Development, PDG Chandrabob and Nirmala Raghavan.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, so I would like to, after listening to the discussions that have happened here by the leaders and the giants, I would like to fix the context of the new generation with technology. My theme for today is membership development and new clubs. Why at all did we get this idea? Because what was happening previously or what happens even now may be outdated. I'm not commenting on it. So what could have been outdated? So that's what we want to have in the curriculum. The first thing that I would like to suggest, of course, first let me introduce my teammates with
No, it's okay.
our governor.
It's okay, forget it.
Yeah?
Forget it.
Okay. So what needs to be included in the curriculum is the flexibility, the adaptability, and the changes that can be made in the existing curriculum to suit today's members. I think that's very important to attract today's members because we are not looking for the same old values that helped us retain the members for a lifetime. Otherwise, people feel, what's in it there for me? Because that is the statement that rules all of us today. Maybe some of us are very passionate about services and, friendships and fellowships, but today's youth, which I call maybe below 40, are definitely looking at what's in it for me. So if I need to get more members, I must be able to cater to the different kind of classifications that exist with the new changing times and also give them a hope that you have everything in it. And our curriculum and our organization helps you with whatever you may need. Not to stick on to old values. I am not discounting the values, but I'm just saying it has to be given in a new bottle so that people understand that yes, there's everything in it, and I would like to be with Rotary forever. Okay, some of the few points that we thought must be added to the curriculum is the change, the range of adaptability that can happen with a structured curriculum, and to what extent, or what are the things that we cannot change. So some kind of guideline for the facilitator to throw light on how adaptable we can be. Then about engaging members. So first our team was confused about the engaging members and the attracting members. We thought attracting members should come first, then engaging, but our Guruji told us, first we'll have to engage the existing members, make it a dynamic, vibrant club where every member is involved, and then the club as a whole goes around, spreads the word, and get in more new members. That's attracting members. So engaging comes in part one, and I think that definition must be defined clearly so that the facilitator remembers to say that this is what it really means. And then about, getting in new members. Making our club dynamic and vibrant will definitely make our club visible in the community that we are, and also the national and international groups where we function. When there are new members, how do we treat them? I think this also has to be given in the curriculum itself so that the facilitator remembers to say, and we as, discussion leaders will get to know that these are important things that we need to discuss, highlight, draw attention so that people don't forget it. So how do we get the new members? We have the 10I formula for that. Of course, this is not my own or our team's, but this is from the Guruji. Okay. No?
No, you don't have to mention that.
Okay, the 10I formula.
We don't want theory.
Oh, okay, fine. So why is this important actually? In my experience, when I joined Rotary, maybe 10 years before, the first 3 years, I just sat observing how the club works, the organization, the members, what kind of projects people are interested in, what is the majority that works. Such were the things that I had doubts, and I kept observing. And then I found there are a few things that keeps the group together, intact. That's about the community service projects, which has the flexibility of driving passionate people to choose their services. It need not be that somebody is doing a flagship project and therefore I will be with them, but we decide as members as to what kind of projects that we can take up to make it sustainable and leading to. So that's something that I thought the curriculum can highlight, where we can have a flexibility to tell members, leaders, that this is the kind of flexibility we can help us, retain members. Then there are the different clubs, the new clubs that have come by are all to, meant to attract new members and make our family, the Rotary family, bigger and larger. So that's the reason why we have, 8 different clubs. And then inducting the new members, if it's done in a grand style with, proper protocol, I think more members, more people will be interested in joining us. And to attract new members, rallies, community service projects, IT parks, cause-based clubs can help attract new members. So it's the passion that drives us there, not because somebody said and therefore it will work for you. So are we exclusive or inclusive in inducting members? So that we need to define in the curriculum so that the discussion leader knows the definition and makes a clear idea of what's exclusive and what's inclusive, so that when he speaks, when he leads us, we will know for sure what it really means. So yes, I think I have said.
Okay, I think we can stop with this, and then that in India, the attraction is not a problem. You can attract many members, but then we are the biggest losers also. If you look at the statistics, the retention is the biggest problem in India. So when you talk about membership development, it is one side it is attracting members, the other side it is engaging and retaining members. Do you want to say anything about it?
I wanted how we can merge these two topics, attracting member and engaging member.
No, so in the curriculum, is there anything that you want to add in attracting members or in retaining?
I wanted to impress upon that these two topics are interrelated. So if they can be merged, then it will save our time so that we can include other.
One
topic.
Together, integrated.
Okay.
That is my concept.
Right. So you want to merge the engaging members and attracting members together. Okay, we'll just consider that. Yeah.
That can be discussed so that we can save time.
Fine. Okay, he is saying that engaging members and attracting members can be one session, because engaging members comes in part 1.
Yeah.
And many times people wonder, only after engaging members, engaging comes. But it is not so. If you look at membership development, the first one is assessment of your club. The second one comes the strengthening of your club. The strengthening of the club is engaging members. After that only you look for new members. Then you attract. Then you make them stay. Those are the 5 stages of membership development. Okay, fine. Yeah. Is there any other suggestion that you have regarding? Okay, sir. Rajendra, he is an expert in membership development. He should tell us.
I believe that attraction should come on the part 1. Engagement come in the part 2. See, it's the other way around now.
That's what I was talking about. No, I actually complained to the people there, and when we had the international meeting, I actually asked them, why should you have engaging members in part 1 and attracting members in part 2? This is what is the answer that they gave. First, you must assess your club and then strengthen your club. In strengthening the club, only the engaging members. So you've got 40 members. If all the 40 members are engaged, your club is going to be strong. When your club is strong, you can start attracting people. That's the whole idea of having engagement first and then attracting next.
Couple of things. They should be involved in like welcome, vote of thanks, reading the 4-way test. Family should be involved more, particularly our annets. Also because they are potential Rotarians and they could head a lot of projects. Thank you.
I just thought it was right time to tell each one. Invariably we make members, we go and propose our cousin or a brother or a friend to become a Rotary member, right? It is not crime if I want to join Rotary for fun. Invariably feel that it's a taboo that you said, oh, you've joined Rotary to enhance your business. Absolutely all right. Rotary means business. Rotary's first motto is fellowship. Service came very, very late in our lives. And so it's okay if you've joined Rotary just because Mehul plays golf and you get an opportunity to go to Delhi Golf Club to play golf and you've joined Rotary Club there, it's absolutely okay. That's my perspective about Rotary. I want to come, enjoy life, I want to meet people, I want to make friends. There is nothing wrong in that. I don't want to go to a service project. It's absolutely okay. Enjoy Rotary the way you think it is correct. Is not the way we think it is correct. So today the world is drastically changed. Your child and my child is not going to join Rotary just because there is, of course, the greatest reason across the world, Rotary has two greatest reasons people join Rotary. One is service opportunity and the second is fellowship opportunity. All right? So it is perfectly all right if I have joined business or probably Dr. S. Vedrarajan has joined business because he feels this club has 3 more doctors, I'll have great friendship there. I'll enjoy my drink, I'll go to the club, have 2 drinks and go back. There is nothing wrong in that. Okay, so please take it out of your... Invariably when I go, oh sir, this guy has joined club, he does not even take out 1 minute for service. Not required. When there is good fellowship, service automatically takes place. All right? When there is bad fellowship, how much ever you shake the leg, service will never take place. All right? So, let every individual in your club enjoy Rotary as he or she wants the Rotary experience to be. This is the new byline in Rotary. Let them have the experience he or she desires. Second, one of the biggest reason people leave Rotary in India is governor aa raha hai, governor is coming, I need to bring in 10 members. Someone in the crowd, hey you come here, hey you come here, hey you come here, you put the pin and that's the end of the story. Now let's not kid ourselves. If you kid yourself, the reflection is not going to kid you. All right? I'm not going to start looking like Shah Rukh Khan just because I look in the mirror and I think I'm Shah Rukh Khan. It's not going to happen. The mirror is going to say, hey Kamal, you're still bald. Okay? All right? So let's not kid ourselves. Be truthful to yourself. Make the member attend 3 meetings. Because invariably, why does a member leave Rotary? For 2 reasons. He's joined the wrong club. He didn't like Rotary. That's not the reason. He probably joined the wrong club. I have joined a club which is more oriented to breakfast meetings and suddenly I don't have time for breakfast meeting. Then you have put him into the wrong club. He only has time for dinner meeting. So he will leave the second time because in the morning he does not want to get up at 8 o'clock to go and do Rotary meeting. Right? You've joined a club which is only doing water projects. Water does not interest me. It is the whiskey which interests me. So what will I do here? What will I do? So you know what? Make the person attend your meeting 3 times. Let him understand your culture. If he or she is comfortable, bring them into the... Moment you bring people who are not comfortable, then naturally 3 times down the line he says, oh, I want to invest money. Why would I join Rotary and spend 50,000 rupees? I would rather join the local Gymkhana club and pay 100,000 rupees and join the Gymkhana club. I'll have more fun out there. So make people attend your meeting, at least 2 to 3 meetings. Make them comfortable. They feel okay, then bring them in. Just don't pin them just because George Sundaraj is coming to your club and I want to show George Sundaraj or Kamal Sanghvi membership chair is coming. So we want to show him that we have got member and 10 members you pin that day. Please don't do that. Okay? That's the greatest reason in India that we are losing members. Okay? All right?
Fantastic, sir. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chandra, Nirmala. May I request PDG Asoka side, diversity, equity, inclusion. Yours is next. Ethics and vocational service is next. After that, yours. You present for about 6-7 minutes, and 3 minutes or 4 minutes you can go for discussion because this is a new topic.
We need only 7 minutes.
Okay, 7 minutes. Fine.
Good evening, friends. My name is Asoka. I am past district governor in 2011-12. And the topic given is DEI. And the following are our group members: Rotarian Priya Govindraj, Rotarian Barbara Bedi, Dhanraj and Moses Pierce, Anil KG, Prabhu, Payola, Nila and Sanjeev. We are so happy.
Diversity satisfied.
Yeah, diversity satisfied, you are right. So 2 of our members are one trans woman and trans man. They are there, Nila and Sanjeev. They were also there. I'm so happy. Friends, yeah, thank you very much. DEI is Latin and Greek to many of us. Am I right or wrong?
Yes. Right.
Yes. And the clubs have got no clue how to proceed, but it is a big cultural change it is going to be. So we discussed, and Barbara Bedi, I request her to say what is that we discussed and what is our syllabuses we need. Thank you.
Thank you, PDG Asoka, and good evening, everyone. So, as a collective opinion of our group is that we need a separate full 1-hour session on DEI. And why is that? Because, and we need it to be also part one subject, because we feel that it's a basic requirement of every Rotarian to be diverse, to be inclusive, to be equitable, and to spread the message around in our clubs and in our communities. As our PDG Asoka said, I'm the chair of DEI this year in our district, and when we go to clubs, we meet with a lot of resistance. A lot of people also don't even know what D, what E and I of diversity, equity, inclusion is. Yeah. So the thing is, we have to spread the message.